All right, it's live, so surprise everyone. My character is getting out of prison. And I'm drinking root beer at 7 a.m. in the morning. That will be a unique moment.
I'm drinking root beer at 9 p.m., so
Yeah,
everything's smooth going for me.
Yeah, I'm not so lucky. I'm drinking some coffee. That's about what I got right now.
Right,
Cheers.
but why? Well, yeah, cheers. So everyone's watching. It will be a GM-less short session, just to round up maybe some of the holes that have been made in the last session. Because of my character, who, if he was to be there, was to be an NPC, but yeah, he was still in prison. So yeah, he comes back from prison and will reveal what really happened. The character is Alphonse Briscoeur. And we'll have the two other characters, Philippe and Martin. So it will be GM. So we already we already decided that they were going to take my character out. This is the day I'm going out of the prison. So we'll try to see if how GM-less works.
Right. How many? Only one question. How many days after the events, after the house blows up, is Alphonse being let out of prison?
Okay, house blows up. He's been in prison. Well, he was in prison for about a week.
Right, right.
So after the house blows up, let's say 5 days.
Okay,
5 days.
that sounds good.
So we've been in touch with the jailers at the Bastille. We know the release date, and we're ready at the gates when Briscoeur is to be released, and we have his cloak and his shirt and some pants.
Well, yeah, well, Mr. Treville gave you a letter saying that will be the day, and go get him because I won't be in a mood.
So we're all prepared that he can dress properly to walk the streets of Paris back home from the Bastille.
Right.
Alphonse!
I'm at the gate, you know, be behind bars. Ah, that was pleasant. Oh, yeah, this is a good idea. You can see me. Well, I'm dressed, you know, with a just kind of white, dirty robe. You know, that's something that they just threw me. You know, a with long sleeves. You know,
Right.
Alphonse, you look good. You look penitent. I think Father Augustin would approve.
Well, of course, here the food is not that bad. The company here is quite interesting. But I don't think I will come back here for vacation.
You have not made any girlfriends in the Bastille, have you?
Oh well, I have some couple of good address, must say. I've picked some.
It's just past the 10th hour of the morning, so I know that the crowd at the Coq Sans Tête is just starting to warm up. So how about we get you some breakfast?
Yeah, of course, and that will make a change. It was pretty much the same thing every day. Well cooked, but the same thing.
Well cooked, yes, for days on end. I remember.
Do you wish to change now, or would you like to walk the streets of Paris in that robe?
I'll need to have my effect on the ladies. So yeah, I think I will change now.
I don't think we should give him the clothes yet.
No, I think he's earned the clothes. Besides, I wouldn't be seen walking with him like that.
That is true. That is true. And Philippe laughs. I laugh a little bit, but I grab my side where it still pains me tremendously, having taken the bullet, which probably Briscoeur could have prevented from hitting me.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll take the clothes. You can probably see the guards showing me a room where I can change.
Right here on the street.
I turn around. I have no desire to see this one more time.
That's right. Enough.
Well, I'm behind a wooden panel, and I'm doing that. Ah, I see that Eugene washed my clothes.
Yes.
So, how was musket training, by the way?
Wet.
Wet. Very wet.
Wet. Don't remember that. Well, it was raining the first few days, but it was a great sun these times around. Well, a little cold, I must say.
I hit the
I
target
know it.
twice. Two times
What?
I hit the target. I hit the target twice.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Then we all ran out of powder.
We ran out of powder. You ran out of powder.
So it was truly a perfect experience. We had enough powder to be out in the field for the 2 days that it rained. And then when the sun came out, we were out of powder.
Oh, so it was not musket training. Ah, well, it can give you sometimes free times to do some more lazy stuff. You know, it's been quite quiet for Musketeers lately, isn't it? I miss to have those days. I have some appointments, you know, some important appointments.
Well, you
I
were
miss them.
almost visiting Philippe in the cemetery.
Oh, okay. That's why you are. Oh, you are rubbing your side. That's why.
Yes, I
Pity.
was shot. Somebody did not run out of powder.
Well, okay. So yeah. So someone. Okay, who was that someone?
I was shot in the most civilized manner by a Hungarian.
Yes, at long
Hungarians.
range.
Oh,
He didn't even try to engage with swordplay.
No.
He just shot him.
so you had time to go to Hungary?
No, they had time to come here.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're less than 2 miles away from Paris.
Well,
They're right
I
in
had
Paris.
something to say about that, and you know, when I get my pants, I go, I checking
2
out my
miles.
pockets. I'm going my pockets, and I have some coins, and you know, Martin, what we found on that big guy, you know,
Yes.
I had those. Well, I used to have more coins, but you know, I have 2 coins left.
I've already gone through your pockets.
Ah, so you already know. Yeah, well, it's quite strange. Hungarians are everywhere, and they are in my pockets now. But I will tell you why.
I would like to know because my cousin is deeply involved with the reason why we had no gunpowder. And the reason why young Philippe here is almost our old, dear, departed friend, Philippe.
Okay, I'm looking at the guards, are probably looking at me. May I go, sir, guys? Yeah, you can.
And off to the Coq Santet.
So, well, I hope to see you guys. I'm looking at the guards. I hope to see you guys in another circumstances. I can, you know, pay you a drink when you are on your free time. Oh,
Beloved
and
everywhere he goes.
and we talk about your wives. Okay.
Good.
Or maybe not.
So
I don't have the strength to defend you right now, Briscoe. Please shut up.
Oh, I can defend quite myself, you know.
Oh yes, I can see. Oh, you are beautiful at defending yourself.
Well,
Come on, let's go to the tent.
You know that guy, you know, with the big mustache, almost smiled.
Almost. So how did you end up in the Bastille for real? You wouldn't believe the stories that we've heard.
Oh, yes.
Oh, but they're probably all true, and that's the beauty of the thing. But yeah, well, okay. Let's start with the beginning. Going to the Coq Santet. Well, I had an appointment at the Louvre, I must say. At last, Madame Bourdon made me an official invitation, a diplomatic invitation, as she called it.
Really?
Oh, I know what kind of diplomacy she wanted to put on me. You know, she's so well. It is. she's a special woman, and yeah, she may win my heart, you know. Yeah, and anyway, she's my gateway towards the queen, but that's another story.
Or prison.
Well, but for me to have such high stakes, I must live with dangers. But well, that's what I've learned. By the way, a week ago. Oh, I was. Well, she. You really want the detail?
Of course, we need the distraction. Laughter is the best medicine. And as exposition, yes, please
Absolutely.
tell us the tale.
The tale. Well, I was invited, and Anne knows my taste. I was in a room which was probably hers, and yeah, there was already two ladies waiting for me to rub my back and maybe a little more. That was sweet. They was very kind. Some chambermaids, people I didn't knew. Yeah, that was new, which was very, very unusual in the Louvre. But yeah, then she came, and she wanted to play with me, maybe uncover her shoulder and stuff like that. And she told her girls to go away. And when she was alone with me, I was naked. Believe that? Yeah, ready for action.
You naked? This is hard to believe.
Okay, yeah.
It's not that hard to believe.
And then she called the guards.
Really? So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You took off your clothes, and then she calls the guards. This is unbelievable.
Wasn't there a window involved in this somewhere?
Mm.
Because we heard you came through a window naked.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part where I was. The guard were coming at me. Well, I tried to talk them off, but they didn't recognize me. Hey, I'm their friend.
Okay.
I think
they don't see you naked as often as we do, I guess.
Lucky them. Lucky them.
Oh, why they didn't recognize me? I was the one, in charge when we had that girl, a Spanish spy in the Louvre. I was in charge on taking care of. I was on the night shift. Maybe that was a problem.
Yes. Well, they're probably not used to seeing you with your sword at the ready.
Oh, it was ready.
Yes, that's what I mean. They probably have not seen you like that before.
And of course, they recognize us all by our hats.
Yes.
Yeah, and my hat is great. It's but yeah. Well, she took care of, hiding my clothes. Yeah, and I remember that I tried to find my tabard, my coat, to show them, hey, I'm a musketeer, but it wasn't there. I was running all around the chamber. They were after me with their pikes. And, there was that Anne, panicked Anne. Oh, what a comedian she is. I really like
She had your clothes delivered to Eugene.
Oh, well, I didn't have time to ask her why, because I just, got out of the window. And
chased by the pikeman, the Swiss guard.
Well, Anne screamed so much that all the guards were around me. Hey.
She screamed.
Oh, yeah.
She screamed. Oh, really? You didn't mention the scream part before.
Oh, yeah. A scream queen. I've just invented the term.
So it's just to be clear, when you say she uncovered her shoulder, she wanted to play with you. By any chance, were you hiding behind some furniture, watching her get undressed, and then jump out naked?
No, I was rather naked, casually in the bed. Naked? Oh yeah, well, casually. I'm always casual naked. I have to keep my energy for the best parts.
I don't want to see you formally naked. No.
You have to be, guys. You have to know something. After, if you want your nobility back, you have to learn how to be casual in bed. Because you may have some people in. No, I don't know. Anyway. And Philippe, something like that. But I was there, small talk, oh, you're so beautiful. Yeah, and she smiled at that, but she already had a plan. She wanted to make a prank at me.
I want to rewind a little bit this story. Move back to the beginning of the story. We have an invitation to come to an apartment, and the person that invited you was not there. Other women were there, and they enabled you to become casually naked.
It was easy.
And then your host came.
Yeah.
And the other women left, and then suddenly she's screaming something like, "Oh, I don't know, rape." And the guards come.
There's a naked man in my bed. That was enough. And she's Anne Bourdon, so she has some power in the place, which I don't have yet. Yeah, but
yet. I like your spirit.
Oh, someday I'll make a bold return. I'll make the other way around. No, I don't think it will.
Never throw it in the Bastille.
Oh yeah. Oh.
No.
Well, I think she's just playing hard to get. She's just playing hard to get. I think you should try again.
Yeah, it's not over with me and you know, well, that 7 days made me think that I will come back, but not the Bastille, but I will win her heart.
I know. You should send her a letter inviting her to your apartment.
Oh, that. Oh yeah. By the way, my apartment. Yeah. Well, for the coins, if you want to know, you know, that's with what you said. That's a strange part. You know, I found them on while waiting. You know, while waiting for the two first women that were promised to me. I was alone in the room, and I saw some of those coins in one of the desk.
That's chamber. What I wanted to ask you, is if your discovery of the coins was before or after the invitation from Anne.
Yeah. Well, I'm not much of a burglar, but since our unfortunate events that we had, I took some of them. She had a big bag of them, and yeah, and I took some of them. Well, to show it to you guys, in fact, because I was quite intrigued by that. I was about maybe to ask Anne while in intimacy, but it never happened.
Life is hard. Well, that is interesting, isn't it, Philippe?
It is. But there's so much Hungarian currency around now. I do not know. Would that suggest a connection between?
Well, an entire bag of it, not like a few coins, but a whole bag.
Yeah.
Does make a person wonder.
It does.
You're right. The coins that we recovered from Dorosia's servant, Francois, that large bag, I've been hanging on to it, wondering what to do with it. And lately I've been thinking, especially after the loss of all the powder, that what I should do is hand it over to Monsieur de Treville to help reprovision the King's Musketeers. And maybe he would see clear to give me a promotion of some kind. But either way, the Musketeers would be taken care of.
Okay.
What do you gentlemen think about that?
I think that's not a bad idea. However, you know, Alphonse, you're not much of a burglar, which means you are somewhat of a burglar. So you know where there's another big bag of coins. You want to see Anne Bourdon again? What could be better than 2 bags of coins?
Well, we are not thieves.
Oh, well.
No, I do not really suggest that. I just wanted to see your face for a moment, and it was exactly how I envisioned.
No, really not a burglar, I must say. No. This is our coins, you know, and that's my... Well, I don't know, in fact. I would say that she maybe don't have anything... Well, she have something to do with the Hungarians paying her something, but
or she's important enough to the Hungarians that they are doing their best to persuade her to do something.
That is true.
She does know everybody, does she not?
Okay. By the way, the powder. You said they were out of powder. What is going on with the powder? The
Well, Dorosia used it for a party.
For a party? What kind of party?
It really brought the house down.
What house?
Well, there's a noble of some minor importance, and Dorosia had invited most of my family and quite a few other suspicious characters, and then tried to, how should I describe this, Philippe? What is it that she tried to do?
Kill us all?
That's a good way to put it. Kill us all. Dramatically and finally. Nothing survived.
Oh.
Except us.
And Julien Lebeau.
Oh.
Oui. Julien Lebeau.
He was there.
That demon.
And my cousin Emile.
Okay. I think her intentions are clear, if I guess correctly.
As a definite declaration of war and a clearing of the battlefield of opposition. Excellent tactics.
That is true. But she blew up a house and she was able to invite all those guests. She's a very
How do you meet all those guests? She did try to kill him too.
How is he doing now? I know they took him away for a while, but he must have been released by now.
Who knows? Claude
Okay.
probably knows.
Yes, we can ask Claude.
Right. So, well, I guess you were involved. We were all in danger. And
Oh, yes, we're in danger. They tried to kill me in front of your house.
in front of my house?
Yes, I
That's
went to
right.
go visit Eugene. Yes, I went to go visit Eugene because, well, I had a rip in my clothes, and Eugene was, well, I'd heard that Eugene, well, he was sad, so I went over and had him fix my clothes. And so while I was there, I heard a noise, and the man outside, Hungarian, planted a bomb, tried to blow up the house. And I was almost taken away by the guards after apprehending this man, but fortunately, Eugene comes down with my clothes, and it shows that I'm a musketeer, and that
There was so much other peril after that. I'd completely forgotten that experience you had.
Yes, you must go comfort Eugene. He is quite
Upset.
well, upset. Yes, but we have him right now at the house of the owner of the Croissant de Pont-Neuf.
Oh,
That's
he's
right.
not back
We
home.
think your house is not safe.
No.
Well, I guess not if the enemy knows where I live.
No, you may have to live at the barracks and slum it a little.
With the rest of us.
Oh. So goes away my intimacy.
You have us.
Yes. And so many sad women coming at my door since a week and after, and from now on, knowing that I'm not there for the appointment. I will do that.
Yes.
I will have to pay someone to make the message. What
Right.
sort
A
of
big out of business sign on the front of your house.
I will leave Jacques there with a bottle of wine and a notepad.
will they believe them? At least Eugene had the class. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, what about
Jacques has quite a way with the ladies too. Jacques might get, he might be able to take your place for a while.
Drunken spelling was certainly be amusing on its own right.
It has been for years. I'm sorry, you were saying, Riscar?
Oh no, nothing. I was thinking about Eugene. Seems to he was crying a lot these times around, and
He's
I
very
think
emotional.
yeah,
Might even also hysterical almost.
hysterical. Yeah, well, that sounds a little like him.
The sensitivity of an artist.
Mm.
Well, he's an artist with my hair, but I must admit,
Your hair certainly needs his attention.
yeah, of course, it won't work well. Well, so far, yeah, but coming back, that's so far, Anne so close from nobility and the queen, and having her hands on the bag of those coins seems dangerous.
Very.
It does.
Very dangerous.
And that's too well with there's that Spanish spy that came in the Louvre a couple of weeks before, and that
we still don't know why.
We still don't know why, and we have those coins entering the Louvre.
Yes, I see.
I don't want to relate anything, but the only thing I can relate is that the Louvre is not safe anymore.
And with the Spanish army 80 miles from Paris.
80?
I thought it was closer.
They are closer?
They're close. They're close.
Within 2 miles, depending on who you speak to. But
well, what are those drunken assumptions? 2 miles?
Just down the road. But with them so close, and with Dorossia's contacts being involved in military supplies and procurement, this has me greatly concerned about the safety of Paris, the safety of the king, and the nation of France itself.
Well, it's a job for us. It will be an easy one.
Gentlemen, I fear this is not a question for the king. This might be a question to bring to the cardinal.
The cardinal?
Yeah, why not? The cardinal must be a charming man after all. We don't know him much personally. Well, except you, Martin. Well, what did happen with the cardinal, by the way? Never had time to talk about this.
Well, to be honest, well, he almost never sleeps. He's always in his secretary. That's what people say, communicating with his network of spies. So I'm led to one waiting area, and then after I wait an extremely long period of time, I'm taken to another waiting area, then another waiting area, and then I start to realize that they're moving all of his different guests around so that none of us can see each other. And please wait a minute. I'm sorry for the delay, that kind of stuff. And then the next thing I know, I've heard that the cardinal has left his palace, and that I'm going to be escorted under guard to see him.
Okay.
And I wind up in the Bastille.
So you don't really know what happened. Why they did that?
No, I have. According to Claude, it was something to do with a complaint or some piece of information from Emile. I haven't questioned Emile about it, but it's understandable.
You question Emile. Did you mention that he was imprisoned?
Philippe did earlier. Yes, he was imprisoned.
For how long? We don't really like him for what charges? He's
conspiring
a
with the enemy. Yeah. Oh, so I know he'll get out of the Bastille, but it will be good for his humility to spend some time in prison.
It would be.
It was certainly good for mine.
Oh, I can see that, Martin. Yes, you're a changed man. You're a changed man.
I know.
It's the Bastille is an amazing place. Men go into it for a while, they come out exactly the same. I have two examples sitting right across from me in this lovely establishment. But you know, gentlemen, I am not the smartest man among us, but I've been thinking as we're talking here. Both of you go to see an important person, and you end up in the Bastille. Now we're talking about going to visit the Cardinal. We'll talk about this. Now he does have, I hate to say it, but he does have his finger on the pulse of the military much more than Louis does. But I was wondering though, Martin, you have a bit of a relationship with the Queen, a little bit. But I'm wondering if you can get her ear.
Lucky man.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Maybe.
At least if the Queen knows, or if the Queen and the King know that we seek to share some of this information with the Cardinal, it's much harder to make us disappear.
That's true. That's true. Because I do not think she really holds any real power, but she is no fool. Wow, I could have a career in subterfuge.
Perhaps. And
Well,
I wouldn't say that you're not intelligent, Philippe, because of the three of us sitting here, you're the only one who hasn't been in the Bastille.
No, I'm just the one that's almost dead. Never
Yeah.
again will I turn my back on a man with a gun. Never again.
Well, you're alive, and I'm tapping your back. You're alive.
Oh, ah, not there.
Okay, no. Wrong side. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, it goes all the way through, so it doesn't matter what side.
Well,
Oh, that hurts.
okay. But with IDs like that, Philippe, you can just bring me the IDs, and I will be the voice of your IDs, and everything you say will just come out with flowers.
Well, we certainly could have used you while you were relaxing in your luxury accommodation, I can say. Charming men, Philippe and I are not.
No, not exactly. Not exactly.
Oh, you're not? But, you know, you have a charm, an inner charm. Just don't know it yet. But if we got to the Cardinal, you know, were you talking about being afraid to be brought back into the Bastille? If we go see the Cardinal, I just won't be naked. That will be the trick.
I'm worried that if we go in private to speak with the Cardinal, and if we accuse the wrong people, we may be in peril.
Yeah. Well, the only person, Dorosia. He's probably in league with her at some. Well, he probably knows her. Maybe he's approving what she's doing.
Well, no, that would be impossible. He's a cardinal. He's a holy man. There is no way that he would be in league with Dorosia. But someone that she is working through, like Anne, that's certainly possible.
That is true. The Cardinal is, well, he's the Cardinal, but he's not. He's almost friends. Don't let me hear anybody hear me say that, but really, he's second in importance to Louis.
Well, yeah, I know, but we had so much strange rumors about him since a year.
Well, it's
true,
but I mean, but people talk, and anyway, something has to be done.
True.
All right. Well, let's say we get to drink something at the Coq Sans Tête and bring back to our duty.
Yes, you have a lot of extra duty. In order to arrange for the freedom to investigate your disappearance and the problem with all the gunpowder, unfortunately, we put ourselves down for 10 days straight of extra guard duty, and you're included in that.
Oh. Well, so far for a free time, well, So I think I should drink to that and get to work after that.
Right. All for one.
And all for one.
All for one.
Right. So, it's the morning. So I'll stop the broadcast and see what will come up after that.